That took a while. Sorry that I went on here exactly at 5. I had some difficulties I had to resolve. So before I begin with some paper, let me just tell you about what happened today. I got some food. I took it down to this these like homeless people, and I asked them if they wanted some food, and all they wanted was my money. So I left because I mean, when I'm homeless, I would not even think about. I wouldn't think about money. I would think about food. The person giving me the food. But I guess I'm just different. I mean, I did have money, so when I was homeless. That was my alarm. Anyways, so let's begin with this paper that I wrote. I'm very impressed with myself that I still know how to write stuff with a pen. I mean, I prefer writing with pencil because then you can erase word that you spelled incorrectly. Like I spelled that. I spelled something incorrectly, but I don't know what I spelled incorrectly. Did I write this title correctly? Nope, I did not write the title correctly either. I'll fix that later. So at the beginning of this, it said that I was eager to learn in school, but I did struggle with completing my homework. So I would like to thank all my teachers for bearing with me or understanding that I learn. I process things differently than other people my own age, or people in general. And that they assist me with my homework by giving me these sheets with the words already on it that they were doing like a PowerPoint of something, and we had to write it down, and they always turn it to the next page, and I was never done. So the teacher saw that, and then something happened, and then they gave me this cheat sheet. I thought that was I felt kind of sad that they kind of did that for me and no one else. But then I understood why, but I was so sad because it it didn't feel right to me because the other student did not get the cheat sheet as well, but I needed it because if I didn't, then I would have never have like passed that class. If it was history, I would probably not have passed that class. Or math. Math was difficult. Algebra was very difficult. Was very difficult for me. Talking about school. What would your guys favorite subject in school? Because I would like to know. If you catch this live while I'm live, you could write it while I'm live or after a while that I'm live. The reason why I struggled in math because, well, it was very confusing to me. There was there were times, there were adding, subtracting, dividing, square units, pi, decimal system. Yeah, that was very confusing to me. I just want to know what you guys lack. What you guys lacked on in school? Was it math? Was it history? Was it reading? Was it English? Was it art? Was it lunch? Yeah, everyone lacked at lunch. Everyone was they weren't very good at lunch. So anyway, getting off this thing. I mean, I'm still on this paper, but okay. So anyways, by the way, this paper that I'm reading from is from a test they did on me in 1995 and in 2009. So this next one is when I was probably a baby. Hopefully. Well, I think, yeah. No, why should I say hopefully? I know this was when I was a baby. So how I communicated. By the way, if people on Facebook can't really hear me, I'm trying my best so you guys can hear me. I know I'm like in a tunnel right now. So my voice is like bouncing all over. I tried to figure out a way that this iPad can so the speakers can like point to me so you guys can hear me clear enough. But who knows? After this, I'm gonna probably review it, look at it. I'm gonna like read this next part and then I'm gonna like go turn off one of these lights because it's kind of bright on my on the Instagram side. So when I was, I don't know, probably 6 or something, I didn't know how to communicate that well, because in the household, my parents, my sibling, my aunt and uncle, and my cousins all spoke English. I mean Spanish, not English. What was I saying? Spanish. But I spoke to my cousins in English, and I spoke in my school in English because I didn't go to a Spanish school for half my life. Talking about that, getting off this paper for a little bit. When I was in 12th grade, I wanted to my what is she called? Those people who help you in your school, I don't remember what they're called, but she told me that I had a slot open during my school hours to take another class, and I asked her if I could take Spanish, and she told me no, you can't take Spanish because your family speaks Spanish, and it wouldn't be right because if I do this, sorry, okay, she said, oh, no, you cannot take Spanish classes because your parent talk Spanish, and it wouldn't be right for the kids who don't know Spanish, who want to learn Spanish. So I did not take that class. I wanted to, so I could talk better in Spanish. I can understand Spanish, but I can't really speak it that much. I can speak a little bit. So anyways, I'll be back. I'm gonna go turn off this light because it's a little bit too light on my phone. So do that. Okay. All right. I think it didn't change, but I tried. So I'll figure out something. So let's just first if I can see me. Okay. Man, there's no one on my lives right now. Oh well. I mean, I know there were people on my Facebook Live, so I know it's working. And on my Instagram Live, so I know it's working. And I also made a story saying that I'll be on at 5, so sorry that people who was here at 5 who waited on my profile to see me. But, things happened and I actually needed to use the restroom. So, that means anything. So, where am I? Okay, this last thing. Because no one here asked me any questions, so I kind of have to. So, I'm gonna read this and, you guys can hear me. You guys can hear me read. I'm probably not gonna be very good, but, someone had to do it. So, my mom needed to go to, parental care during her pregnancy at 26 weeks. She had difficulty breathing and she was vomiting a lot. Like, a lot. I can't say how much because I wasn't there. And it's the part that made me cry. So okay. So I weighed 1 pound and 7.5 ounces. Wow. That so gets to me. The 1 pound and 7.5 ounces. And it really showed during the picture that I saw of my mom. She was it looked like she was it looked like she was very very thin in the pictures when I was a baby, and now I can imagine why. So so I was in the hospital for 4 months and 1 week. Is that right? Maybe I wrote that wrong. I think it was 3 months and 1 week in the intensive care nursery. I had severe seizures. My last seizure was in 1995. I have a higher degree of understanding, but sometimes it's tough for me to respond to people because when I think of a question, I think of a lot of variation of the question, so that's why it takes me a long time to respond. Where am I? This part made me happy for my mom anyways. So my mom was happy that I was spending time with my god brother to develop my social skills. My mom was worried about me because how I perceived myself to my peers. I did not perceive myself as a happy kid. Reading. It's not on here, but what I read about myself, I wasn't a happy kid. I would always put myself down. I would tell the teacher and also tell my mom that I was stupid and I was dumb. And no one is stupid and dumb. There is a reason why everyone is on this earth to do their role. Okay. I'm not crying. I mean, I was, but I'm not crying anymore. So, where am I? Okay, to this last part. When I was young, I don't remember this, but it's on my documents that I was cross-eyed. I was cross-eyed and I don't know what this word is, but I put beside it cross-eyed. It's called strabismus. Strabismus. I don't know what that is. That word. And I had it said I had apnea, but what it should have been, but I think I don't know if there are a lot of apneas out there, but what it should have said is sleep apnea, and the definition is that I had trouble sleeping, and I still have trouble sleeping. When I wake up during the night now, I would imagine a rabbit in my bedroom or ants in my bedroom. I don't know why. And I turn on the light, there's no ants and no bunny. I was going to grab my guitar and play for you guys, but I should have known doing this live at 5 p.m. would not been good to bring my guitar out. But, you live and you learn. What else? What else is on here that I did not talk about? There's nothing else on here. So I'm going to bring something that's been helping me, or it's been helping me. Um, one of the products has something that is stabilizing my bloodstream because over the years my blood had been erratic and I went to hospital several times to see for them to take like blood out, and they found nothing in my blood. And one of the projects had been very, they seem to steady my blood stream, which I don't know which one it is, but I would love to see if it was this one. Let me just put it here if you guys see it. Okay, now this one. Okay. Now this little device, this little thing I like because this reminds me of I was gonna say Boy to Men in Black. This reminds me of the mind eraser thing in Men in Black when they just like press the thing and like your mind just goes like and like your well, you don't actually feel nothing, your mind just erases. Or it could be this one. Can you guys see it? I don't know if you can see it, but can you guys see it? It might be upside down. Hopefully not. I mean, I know it's upside down. So I'm gonna put this upside down. Probably it will not be upside down, it'll be right side up. Nope. I have to flip this. So, oh well. So anyway, one of the products had been helping help my bloodstream anyways. And those products, I've checked and this brand has they say that this brand is eco-friendly. I like this one very much because it's shiny and it just reminds me of that movie. And and they also say that what you paid, what you get, and those products aren't the cheapest products. I don't really buy anything for myself. The only thing I buy for myself is like food, water. Wait, water is the food, right? I think water is the food. I'm not sure. But I think it is, because not clothing. I don't buy clothing. I mean, I should. My clothes are, it's showing its age, but I'm too cheap to buy some clothing. I'll do that one of these days. Man, I'm like so amazed at myself that I could write this. I mean, look at this. Isn't this like a work of art or something? I did not know I could write this good. So, I mean, I did not know I could remember how to write like that. I didn't write anything for a long time. So, I'm just amazed that I still know how to write. That means I still know how to drive. I don't have a car. Hopefully, these products also correct my brain as well, so I can drive, because for some reason when I'm done driving, my brain just think the world's like turning around. Wait, I was in a place where there were smells, so that also contribute to the brain thing. I don't like smells. Talking about smells, one of my uncles, my uncle, that I don't know if he's my uncle anymore, but because he's no longer engaged to by my mother's sister anymore, so I don't know if he's not my uncle anymore. So I'm gonna call him Joe, because I don't know if he's my uncle, so I should stop calling him uncle. I don't know. So Joe, he has a lot of he has a lot of perfume on like every single day. And when he steps out of like his room, when I was living in my parents' house, him and my aunt were having a fight about something, I don't know what, and then my mother allowed him to stay in their house, and his room was like right here, and my room was like right here. And I would walk out, and his room would stink of like perfume after perfume after perfume. And I was like, why? And he told me, Elder, one of these days, I'm gonna take one of these days. Me and you, we're gonna go to New York, and we're gonna we're going to spend time with some females. And I told him nope. And but talking about that, when I was 21, my father told my godbrother and my godbrother and my cousin, one of my male cousins, to take me to a strip club, and I told my cousins no. I told my cousin, take my father if he wants to go to a strip club. If he asks me to take me to a strip club, I'm saying no. You take him to a strip club, because I am not gonna go there. Because if I go there, I am going to cry, because these ladies are doing these things to get money, to get by life. It's like, to me, it's like being like homeless. You know, you do things to get by when you're homeless. Do music performance with your guitar, or with your vocal cord, or what was the thing they did? play violin, or was it a viola? I don't know the difference between those two. Even though I played one, I don't know the difference. So, you know, and I wanna tell my mother. I mean, if there was a way to like ask, if there was a way to like send a message like to my mother right now to tell her that I'm alive and I'm about to talk about her, I would do that. But there's no way that I can do that on Facebook. By the way, Facebook, on Instagram, there is a way to give people notification that you are alive. There's a power bar up on the top, notifying how much power you have, and there's like another there is like a clock on Instagram Live right now that I can see. It's 5:44 right now, and on Facebook there is nothing there to notify you that it's 5:44. If I did not have my Instagram Live, I would not know that I would not know what the time was or the power that I still have on this iPad, and see if, let's say the next word, if I say something, if I say the word something, it will turn off. I would just like to know how much power I have on my iPad when I'm live, or any device, because when I'm on my iDevices, there's no power bar or no time on Facebook Live. There is on Instagram Live, but not on Facebook Live. So that's my rant to you, Facebook. That's my little rant to you guys. So a few weeks ago, I went to my to spend time with my I think that was I think that was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I spent I don't know. I just spent a few days with my family for my sister's graduation photos. And I took some photos of my sister, and she took some photos for her graduation thing. By the way, if my sister is watching, or if anyone that near her is watching, tell her that I am not going to post any of her any of the photos that I took or that she took on any of my social media until her graduation, like she told me to, because because that's her request, and I'm going to keep it. End of discussion about that. And I think it was probably a month ago that I took a leap of faith. A leap of faith. Yeah. I just needed to say that twice because sometimes I can't really hear what I'm saying. Um, I went to a a a a virtual boot camp for like 3 days, and man, that boot camp, um, it took a lot out of me the first day because when I got off that boot camp, I needed to like go to sleep, and in the next day, I couldn't even get on for the second day of the boot camp because I was so tired. But the third day I went on. The first day, they put us in like little rooms, and we had to do like some talk things, and we had to talk. So we talked. When they told me to talk, I was frozen and I didn't know what to say because I was shy. And there was this one guy who was there that first day and saw me shy, and then the last day he saw me and like we were doing like these like pitches and all that, and one person went through the whole entire pitch, and I only had like a minute. I saw that clock, and it was only a minute. It said 1 minute, 59 minutes, 58, and I just had to like, go really fast, and that really surprised me how fast I could like how fast I could like talk, but I wish I had like more time so because I had this whole entire elaborate like pitched, but I didn't. So they said talk from the heart, and I talked from the heart because I actually experienced, and like my pitch was all about being homeless, and I was homeless like 10 months ago, and I that pitch was all about staying warm because being outside in the cold and the 30-degree weather, it's brutal. In the 30-degree weather, plus in the rain, plus in like December in the cold, and the floor are slippery. And did you know that restaurant owners and stores do not let homeless people like go in there and just stay warm? Well, I need backup on that. Because that's not what it is. They don't let people. There was this one store that I went to. It was a donut shop, and I asked them if I could use their restroom. And they told me no because there was there was a homeless person who did stuff like in the restroom, and for now on, no one who's homeless who doesn't pay can't go use the restroom. And I was just mad, but they still let me go in that store and charge my phone and just stay out of the cold. I'm still baffled that, like, I mean, I'm not baffled now because, like, I know there are people on Facebook and on Instagram. They're just not watching my live. I mean, people have to live, so I understand that. So I'm not mad about that. I'm just mad that I can't, kind of message people on Facebook Live that I'm live. Like, I can't go to direct messenger and message people telling them that I am live. I can do that on Instagram Live, but not on Facebook Live. I don't understand. Facebook, you guys were first before Instagram. I remember Instagram in 2012. The only thing you could do, you can't go on, there was no live on Facebook or on Instagram at that time. The only thing on Instagram Live you could do is just put one photo and you could put a caption. I didn't even know about like hashtags or anything back then though. You guys could probably look at my first photo. It's a picture of a car. It's a picture of a car. I don't know why I posted that, but I think I like the color of the car. So probably that's why I posted the order. By the way, I talk to myself. Do you guys talk to yourself? It's not a weird thing to talk to yourself. I mean, I live here in my apartment by myself. So, I mean, I have to talk to myself. Or I can talk to this wall back here. Well, this is a window right here. But this wall back here, this is a whole window. But that wall right there. Wait. That wall, yeah. That wall. So, what else were I talking about? I forget. I forget what I talk about. What I'm talking about, what I talked about. Elder. Come on. Be professional. No, I'm not gonna be professional. Again. Talking about that. When I was in school, before I came to live in this environment that I am right now, I am very happy right now, living here. I was very strict upon myself. The entire duration of my high school career, I was very strict on myself. So, like in every homework, I have to do my homework every single time. Like everyone else, I have to do my homework. And that really strained me because I wasn't very good at my homework. So I would have like history homework, math homework, and writing homework. What I do is that in 7th grade I created this method for myself that I would do like that I would if I had like a math homework, right? I had a whole page of math homework to do. I had to do 1 through 50. And I had like 2 days to do it because we had I don't know what they're called. We had a blue and I think gray periods. We had like, let's say Monday is like a blue day and Tuesday is like a gray day. So Wednesday is a blue day. So we had 2 days to do our homework. So what I did, I never wanted to wait till last day because why would you want to do that? Why would you want to add that stress to your system? I would and this was the advice that I told my sister a few weeks ago when I visited them in school. At home when I had my homework, I would do let's say I would do like 10 math things, and then I would take a 30 minutes break, watch a 30-minute cartoon show, or add my father would say bichingo in Spanish, because I watch a lot of cartoons, and my dad does not like that, but in hindsight, he does it as well with his soccer. Because people who create things, like create their legacy, are children at heart, because you can't build. You can't build something without having that creative mind that children has. Um, so, you know, you know. So that's that. I want to say to my mother that during these last 5 years, I hope you don't think that this was your fault, because it wasn't your fault. You're a good mom. You're a good mom. And mom, you gave me this like crying DNA that I'm like in the like sad part, I like cry. And that's not a bad thing either. That's not a bad thing. Because people bring light into the world with their emotions. And you brought me a lot of light, a lot of smiles. I just wish that you didn't have to like work every single day from like 6 a.m. to like 12 a.m. I stayed up. I remember staying up just to see you and give you a hug. And then I had to say goodnight. My eyes are red. I mean, they're not really red, but they're red. And had to like leave me at home with my my father who just worked from 6 a.m. to like 3 p.m. And all he did a lot was like watch movies. I mean, he would cook for me and my sister, but and he would teach me how to play soccer, and he did pretend to like be like one of those instructors. Yeah, one of those instructors to to make sure that when I one of the driving instructor, he pretended to be a driving instructor. He told me park the car, and he got out of the car and he told me turn on your headlight, turn on your backlight, turn on your turning signals, turn on your honk the horn, turn on your wipers, and I have to thank him for preparing me for that, because if he didn't, I would probably not have passed. I remembered when my sister started driving. I was so happy for her that, and she doesn't know this, but I took a picture of her when she first started driving. I was so happy for her. But I wasn't happy that a year ago she took me and my team to court with her and with her team dynamic, but I think I won. No, I did win. I did win because I'm still living here. But when I went back to go visit my family, or to go visit my sister and my mother and my dad and their dog Max, my sister, her drive, her drive, when she drove me back to my parents, to our parents' house, she talked to me so eloquently, and she told me about like her plans, her plan, that our parents wanted to like send her to like Paris, but when she graduated, but they can't because of COVID. Which is understandable, but there's a virus and start being distributed to us in the United States in mid December. I don't know the day yet, but that's a good thing. So she could probably go to Paris this year, but I would wait. But it's up to her. But seriously, wait. Because I do care about you. You might not have thought that the past 5 years since I've been living here, but I do care about you. So, 5 years ago, I made my first tough decision to leave my parents' house to live here. Because I was sad. I was sad living there because I really wasn't allowed to take the public bus to go to the mall. Even though I was trained by my teacher to take the bus to my post high school and the workplace they took me to. If anyone does not know what a post high school is, I could probably describe it to you probably right now, because I'm probably going to describe it to you right now. A post high school is, well, I don't know I've never heard of a post high school before this, but my experience was that you go to a high school and there's a section for people who for instance for me, who graduated from high school and I went here for some reason. I don't know why, but I went there. And it's post high school. Anyone is interested in knowing where it is. My post high school was in West Potomac. What they did there is that they taught me math with money. They taught me how to make a pie chart on the laptop. They take people on the buses to various locations to learn skills, how to get a job somewhere. I heard that one of those persons were working at a hotel somewhere. I wasn't one of those people. I worked at a community college. And this is the strangest thing. I was supposed to put stuff in the computer. I did not enjoy that very much. So what I did is that I got the paper. It was like this, but there was sections right here, and you had to type in numbers. you have to type in numbers, and I did that very quickly, so like I think under an hour. I want to say 50 minutes because I don't want to like act like, oh, it was like 30 minutes or something. It was very easy. No, that was very difficult, but I did that because I didn't want to be there. And the supervisor saw me finish before lunch. I usually get there before lunch, so I would finish with all that before lunch, and she told me, okay, you're done with this. You're like you're done with this, so you could go into a community college and like you could do you could do gardening. You could do electrician work. You could do plumbing. You could do what is it called when you measure a building? Those people you could repair the building if you want. So I choose. So I sampled. So I had a sample day. I tried all of those job things. Assistant thing because I wasn't getting paid. So it's not a job. I mean, it was a job. It could be a possibility of a job. So I did mostly electrician work, but I jumped from doing electrician work and doing plumbing work because I knew in the future there's gonna be like a lot more electrical things because of the phones and the like devices that are necessary to work with electricity and plumbing work because everyone used the restroom and that was a strategic move for me because I am very strategic with things. Sometimes I am not strategic with things, but most of the time I am. Talking about being strategic, let me just show you this book. This book right here. I know you guys can see it because it's upside down. It's called Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This is a Batmobile. It's just a Hot Wheels thing. I just have to search the whole the page that I'm reading. So what? Before I talk about Harry Potter, I know I showed it, but before I talk about it, man, I wish I could like go on like Facebook Messenger to just message people that I'm on, but there are no possible ways. There are just ways that I could like wear like a mask on here, like a virtual mask. And fill up my camera, then like add effects. But I can't like, direct message people. But on Instagram I can. That's why I like Instagram so much when I go live and stuff because it doesn't stress me out as much. The only thing that stressed me out, I'm getting off topic again, but the only thing that stressed me out is that like I have comments right here, but I can't like swipe right to like erase them, so I just see myself. But on Facebook you can. I can just swipe right after the video had been live, and you know, but and another thing about Facebook is that I can like turn it like I can turn it vertical or horizontal, and and it will and it won't flip the camera for you guys, so I could still see the comments if I'm on vertical or horizontal. But on Instagram, I can only go vertical, not horizontal. So that's just one of the GIF. So that's one of the sun and moon theory. Sun and moon theory. You know they have sun and moon in like Pokemon now. Sun and moon. Now they have Sword and Shield, and they have Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, which I don't play those console games. I have this. I'm getting off topic again. Okay, when I'm done with this, I'm gonna talk about other things. So anyway, about the book. When I was in 7th grade, I did this thing with Harry Potter. The first Harry Potter book. I had the Harry Potter book. It was like this, the first one. And I had a cassette tape. And I had a radio with a cassette drive, and I put it on and I put the cassette on the cassette drive so it could play the audio for me, and I would like open my book and I would read it as the author was like speaking, so I could understand it that way. Because if I just read a book, and that's why I like about like YouTube and things like Audible, not sponsored by the way. Audible, if you want to sponsor me, you know where I am. I just need the physical book as well, or I won't read it. I mean, I would, but if it's like a book like Harry Potter, I need an audio because I can't. Oh, that's how I'm bleeding. I don't capture the whole entire concept of the book by just reading it. I understand the entire concept by reading it and listening to it. Now I know for my teacher that's kind of like backwards to them because well, why did I say that? I don't know why I said that. It's probably not true. Because I heard them during class while I was doing my work as well. I only get parts of it, but I heard it. On one-on-one situation, I could hear them even better because they're close to me. But if it's like in a room of like 25 kids in there, I would just get a few snippets of what they're saying, what they're actually saying. And what else was I talking about? Okay, I talked about the book. Oh yeah, I'm reading this book while I found an audio format on YouTube, a free one on YouTube. There's audio format books on YouTube if you don't have Audible. Not sponsored, just saying Audible. And I'm also listening to one of Michael Jordan book on YouTube. I don't have the physical book, but it's just fun to listen to the book. I also listen to comic books on like YouTube. There's a person on YouTube who showed the comic book, but also says the book with like passion and all that. And he says, and he always says stuff that like you can imagine that you like he's the author, but he's not really the author. But that's cool. I think that's cool. What else? Oh, I built things. Like I built a steering wheel for myself with that little blinker thing. That little blinker thing. You just like have to flip down to go. I think. Oh yeah, I got matched. No, the blinker over there. So if you go up, you go right, and you go down, you go left. I think that's how it goes. And I had a bicycle, and I had the straws. There's like straws in like my parents' house, so I got like a ton of straws. I got my tape, and I taped the straws like on the edge of my on the right side of my bicycle. I taped it so if I want to like go right, I just like turn the signal when I'm like riding my bike, and that's just how I learned things. I also learned how to drive by now listen. This is controversial, okay? But I also learned by I also learned how to drive in like GTA 5. GTA 5. I was bored, and I took the controller I got in the car. I parked the car, and I pretend as like I pretend I was backing up in real life with the car. Not in real life. I wasn't like backing up. On the controller, I like pressed the like button to back up, and I like pressed the joypad or whatever it is to like to reverse, and it backs up, and like I turned the car around like I was driving. So that's how I taught myself how to drive with that game. Now I know that game is controversial to a lot of people, but it could be helpful for your kids. It could like help them learn how to drive. Because I did not have one of those steering wheels. So I had to make do with what I had. So my sister had that game, and she allowed me to play it. So I used that game to teach me how to drive, and I made my steering wheel, and I put those what's it called, those straws on my bike, and so that really helped me. And then my girlfriend at that time helped me to like get a driving instructor because I wanted her to help me with that. So she did. And my driver instructor helped me drive. And then I drove my dad to his appointments a lot, like at 6 a.m. in the cold. I don't know why 6 a.m. in the cold, but I drove him because I wanted to drive. So I drove him to the appointment, which it was 30 minutes away. Probably not 30 minutes, probably like an hour or something. I don't know, I didn't time it. I don't know how long I've been on here for. An hour and 30 minutes, I think. So so one of the places I took, he told me to drive him to AutoZone or an auto part store, and I drove him there. I parked the car. He went to the auto part store to get all parts, and what I did was, I think it's brilliant in my part, that I would, look at the radio stations, take a picture of all the radio stations that I think was like a good radio station for me. All of the radio stations in the FM stations and the AM stations, and so I did that because I knew I would leave that city to go into another city, because every city had different radio stations. So I knew when I went back there, I would just need to check to see the radio stations that I like, and turn on the radio station when I get a car, and if I drive through the city, I know what radio station to go on. I mean, here in this city, I only know one radio station, so, because that's the hassle to do that, to take a picture of all the radio stations in that city. I know there's the internet, but, sometimes you just have to use your brain. And I am very smart using my brain. Like I said here, that I have a high understanding of things, a high degree of understanding things. But sometimes sometimes I know a word in my head, but I don't know how to say it. So, I would dumb it down so I know how to say that word, and everyone else would probably understand it because I dumbed it down. I don't know. I don't know why I can't really say words. I know a lot of words that that people will like look to me and say, wow, you know that word. But I just can't say that word, so I have to like dumb it down so I could say that word. By the way, James, Ronan, whatever you go by these days, in the homeless shelter, you asked me, man, you asked me, man, Elder, you know a lot of things, but you perceive as a guy that you don't know a lot of things. I know a lot of things. I just don't know how to say those. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to say those powerful words that I have in my mind out there. And and I told him that I told him me and you both, because I don't know, I can't really explain things that I know. I saw my high school diploma one time, and my GPA was like a 4.0. I don't know how that happened. That happened, even though I don't really get that good a grade. It was probably like a typo. By the way, a lot of things I think it's a typo because in open mic night, every single time, the first name on that list is my name, Elder Garcia. Elder Garcia. Does the computer like me or something? I don't understand. I mean, I know I'm a good singer and dancer, but I know there are better people out there than me. But I'm flattered that, I could entertain people. Talking about GPAs, my math tutor was a girl, and her GPA was like 4.2, which I don't understand how you get 4.2, but apparently you get a 4.2 by doing extra credit or something. She was part of the mathletes. She swam. She was a swimmer. She obviously tutored because she tutored me. Yeah, I don't know how you did that. So, Lauren, if you're listening on Facebook or on Instagram, please tell me how you did that. Or not. I'm just happy for you that you got 4.2. I'm happy that you were my tutor as well, because you got 4.2. And now I tell people that my tutor had like a 4.2 GPA. Yeah, I'm very happy that you had that. Um, in 7th and 8th grade, they, the G Club sent me a mail, asked me to be part of their Key Club in 7th and 8th grade. I denied both of them because I did not want the weight of being in the Key Club and, balancing school. Because school was tough enough. I didn't need that stress on me. My sister was part of Key Club. I give her a clap for being in Key Club. I can't clap very loud because it's dark and I don't want to wake up anyone that's sleeping. Ergo, that's why I don't have my guitar with me. Ergo, I don't even know what that means. I just heard it from a TV show. Ergo. So, yeah, I'm very happy that my sister was in Key Club and had like extra curriculum to do. I hope I'm saying that right. Curriculum. That's a tough word to say. When I saw my when I saw my sister with her tassel, with all her tassels, I was so happy for her. Oh, I'm sorry, sister. I'm sorry that I kind of told people, but I'm not showing the picture, so I'm still keeping that promise. What else? I wish that I had a video of my sister and me talking during the drive to our parents' house, because she talked so eloquently and told me things how they could help me live over there, and she told me about all the how there's a lot of work there, and I know there's a lot of work there. But what I didn't know that my cousins were working with the homeless, and my sister told me that I was crying inside. Because I was so happy that they did that. Maybe I had something to do with that when I left 5 years ago. Probably that when I actually left here, probably activated a part of their brain to think of helping people, because that would probably give them the idea that maybe Elder would love doing this, helping people. which I do. I love helping people. I try to help. I try to give out like food this afternoon. He didn't want food. He just wanted my money, which I know. I know that guy who wanted like money from me, because we were both homeless together. Well, I was homeless, and then a few months later he was homeless. We would walk down to like 7-Eleven. He would ask me for like some money, and I would ask him, well, what do you want to eat from here? And he would like grab some chips and like a soda, and ask like asked me these two things, and I said, okay, I'll buy it for you. And he said, thanks, and he said, I'll repay you back. And he always did repay me back. But this time, he's not gonna probably pay me back because I don't live at the homeless shelter no more, so he can't pay me back. If he had the money, because he didn't know where I live now, so he can't. So that's why I didn't give him the money, because I knew he would not return the money back to me. And I mean the next time when I see him and he asks me for money, I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna tell him, buddy, do you want to stay in the cold, or do you want to find a home? Not like a homeless shelter that will like ask you to leave at like 7 a.m. now. Because back when I was homeless, they we had to be out there. We had to be out at 6 in 30-degree weather, and it wasn't that cool. I really wanna fix his writing. No, I can't fix the writing right now. I did a typo on Instagram, but I'm gonna fix it later. So anyway, next time when I see him, I'm gonna tell him that, because I really want him to stop smoking so he could start healing. Because all the guys in the homeless shelter smoke. Well, besides one other person, and the what are those titles? I keep on forgetting those titles. Monitors, yeah. I mean, some of the monitors smoke, but not all of them. Because there's only 3. So I just want him to stop smoking and start healing, so he could get on with his life and get a job, get a house or apartment, have a family, get a car, to stop, I know in the homeless shelter that he is in, they feed him breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But come on, you want to get out, because first of all, they force you to listen to the Word of God when you're like when you have to like go back to your home shelter and you're tired because you walked and you have to listen to the Word of God and you just ate dinner. So that's not cool. By the way, anyone on my Facebook side, if you can hear me, type in a 1, please, because I would really like to know. Because if you couldn't hear me, I'll probably like, try to do something that you guys could hear me next time. So yeah, I just want him to like get like a job. I know my other friend, Jamie or Ronan or whatever his name is, had a job at the college. Right now, he probably can't do that job, but when everything is back to somewhat normal, he could work there again and work toward his freedom to live the way that he wants to live in an apartment or a house. And my other friends as well. Because you got were my brothers in there, or still are my brothers in there. When I was in there, you guys were my brothers. When I was like sad, I remember James or Jamie would like talk to me, make me feel like I mean something to someone. Even though I had a team already, but I felt alone in that homeless shelter. Jamie or James or Ronan, whatever his name is right now, I'm just gonna call him the karate dude because that's what he reminded me of, because he always asked me, Elder, do you want to go outside and like practice karate with me? And I didn't want it to, because I didn't want it to get beat up. And he told me, I'm not gonna beat you up, I'm just gonna teach you. And I told him no, and then he said, okay, if you see me around and you want to learn, just like ask me if you see me around. So I'm gonna probably do that. Now that I have more confidence in myself, and the thing that I don't really like about that home shelter is that they woke me up at 5:30 in the morning. They would they would like knock on the door and like turn on the lights and say 5:30, like a drill sergeant would. So what I do is I would wake up at 5 and I would get dressed. I would watch like a funny video, and let the other people suffer the 5:30 alarm, because when they turn on the light is like blaring in your eyes. You could turn away from it, but when you turn back, your eyes are still gonna hurt. So I just wake up at 5. Without an alarm clock, which is very cool that my brain can do that. Brains are unique like that. Now, in the homeless shelter, there you have to sleep like, well, in my homeless shelter, you have to sleep on the bunk beds. And the first night, I was sleeping on the top bunk bed, and I couldn't not sleep because my brain was like, it really hurt. So I asked the person who runs, or the assistant, and I asked him if I could switch, and somebody who became like my friend like later on told me, yeah, I'll switch with you. He want the bunk bed, the top bunk bed anyway, so I took the bottom one, and I loved sleeping on the bottom bunk bed. So, and I would have never have been that, like, I would never have had that, like, assertiveness if it wasn't for my ex, because when we were in Woodrow Wilson, or Wilson Workforce, I'll explain it as like a college for anyone who doesn't know. You could Google it, and you could see what's it all about. It's a fun college kids for like special needs. I call it the X Academy because we're all unique there. So so I told my girlfriend that there was some like guys like partying like right next to where I was sleeping. And my girlfriend told me, just walk over there and knock on the door and say, can you turn down your volume? And I did that a few times, and they turn off their radio thingy, and they only did that like twice, and they stopped doing that. So I want to give a clap to her for helping with that. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Me and my brain really appreciate that, because if I didn't have sleep, those nights I would probably have not been as good boyfriend that I was, because of the sleep thing. I mean, I know I'm a girl. I know I'm a good person. I know I'm a good person. I was gonna say I'm a great person, but I'm a good person. No one's a great person. But I am a good person, or I try to be, because people are like, I like to say, people are like the sun and the moon. The sun goes up, and then the moon goes up. There are light and dark. You have a good brain, and you have a not so good brain. I fight the bad part because I want to be good. I think I am very good at being good. So that's why people like me a lot. I have I have friends now that support my weird side, um, support my intelligent side, um, uh, and and every time when I like talk to the people who support me, I cry a lot because I was very lonely growing up. Even though I had all my cousins with me, all I want to say 10 plus cousins, all with me. It was a lonely. It was a lonely life that I imagined myself in. I would always like put myself down, and Mom did not like that. But I want to apologize that I did that. I try to I won all those awards for student attendance awards. I won a lot of them in elementary school, and I won like 2 honor rolls in middle school, and I also won the talent show. But I was so sad because I was missing something. And I was also strict to myself. I told myself not to like be with friends after school, do your homework, because I knew that I would not have my homework done if I would hang out with my friends. I'm sorry that I probably hurt my friends for not hanging out with them. I mean, they didn't really like message me or anything, but I'm sorry. Sorry. Talking about sorry. When I packed my thing to start living here with my girlfriend, started living here and my girlfriend packed things for me, she heard on the radio like "Sorry" by Justin Bieber, and she told me, Elder, don't say sorry no more, okay? Don't apologize, okay? Because I apologized a lot. And a lot of my friends know that. But I can't. But I feel like I need to say sorry, because if I don't say sorry, you are gonna like leave me. I can't take that. You know? Because if you guys leave me, you feel like you are like, taking my memories away. Taking my memory of you guys away. Which is not actually true, but that's what I feel like. I was scared when my sister called the police on me, and they handcuffed me, and they took me to the hospital to evaluate my condition. To evaluate me to see if I was like stable or going to like hurt myself, which I wasn't. But I was mad at my sister that day. That's why I didn't hug her. I hugged everyone else to show her that what you did was not right. But in her defense, she didn't know what else to do. And then after that, she also took me and my team to court, which in her defense, I understand why, because she was scared that she was not going to see me ever again. But you are going to see me. You can't get rid of me. I'm your brother. It's 7 o'clock. Wow, I've been here for 2 hours. So I'm